Are you ready?
Audio.
Focus. Speed. I am speed. Faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
And welcome to 12 and under action right now. Big number 50 on the recover. That is Christopher Fafita, as he will field the onside kick for the OG Ducks Dream Chasers in the light blue. And Gridiron Select out of Indianapolis in the black. Ducks will set up their offense midfield, opening quarter. They'll come out with trips receiver to the left-hand side, and quarterback will be in shotgun. Signal caller for the Ducks will be Marcus Washington Jr. Jesus feet with the light blue rocks on his feet. Handoff ball is on the ground. And he did not secure the ball in there with the handle as Malachi Davis on the attempted curry. They dropped the ball, maybe a loss of 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 13 for the Ducks. Quarterback back to pass. Oh, and broken up with a nice play by number 21. As Isaiah Patterson was the would-be receiver, big number 1 for the Ducks, was streaking down the sidelines. A little underthrown, but he was behind the defense. So to bring up 3rd and 13 for the Ducks. Washington at shotgun. He'll roll out to the right, scans the field, throws across the middle. This time in and out of the hands are wide open. Isaiah Patterson. And, man, just a flat-out drop. He ran a curl right to the middle of the field, wide open as he settled down in the middle of defense. Brings up 4th and long. Doesn't look like the Ducks are going to be punting here. Gets a signal in. Washington takes the offensive call from the OC. Trips receiver to the top of your screen. Washington, back to pass. Cross the middle once again. No one there. Looks like it was some confusion. There was a bunch of receivers in the same place. And that'll be turnover on downs. No flags on the field. And this will be your first look at this Gridiron Select defense as they bring their Indianapolis style of offense here to the West Coast. And let's see how they match up with one of the top-ranked teams in the nation. Quarterback's in shotgun, quick pass to the right. He'll throw a quick screen, some quick feet, and he's off to the races. He has one man to meet, ladies and gentlemen, to the 10. And they score on 1st and 10 against this Dream Chasers defense. And wow, oh wow, as Darian Prather gets missing. Quarterback is Chase Grove, who delivered a quick strike. Hold on, whoa. There's a flag on the field at the 45-yard line. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a holding call. Wow. Big call against the Ducks. Big call against Gridiron Select as they come out with a first play. Looks like they had struck goal on the first play. And coming back after Darian Prather got up out of there and hit for a touchdown. So there will be another flag on the field, as I think you have the coach on the sidelines a little upset with the referee's call. And that'll be a call. He gets a sideline warning. Referee wants to hear none of that in his ear. And so it'll back him up 10 yards. It's going to bring up 1st and 20. As the signal caller is Chase Grove for Indianapolis Select. Has a very nice arm. Can make all the throws. Rangy quarterback. So we'll see how he'll match up, but you're going to get a lot of passes out of this Indianapolis offense. So trips to the bottom of your screen, one wide receiver to the top of your screen. After a holding call takes points off the board, they'll switch the hashes right now. Duck show blitz. Handoff right up the middle. And that will be number 6 on the carry. Nice run. That's Drake Colliner on the carry. And he'll get 7 yards on the first time he touches the ball. Brings up 2nd and 13. They're in a hurry-up offense. They go right back to the line of scrimmage. Pistol formation. Duck show blitz again, and that's going to be a false start there. They'll back him up. I think that blitz, that the linebacker showing blitz for the Ducks, had the offensive guard rock, and that just had the whole offense just want to go. So they'll back him up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and long. Grove at shotgun. He'll throw slant, almost intercepted. Ball was a little low, incomplete on the play. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long. Player in motion. And quick screen in and out of the hands of would-be receiver, incomplete. So 4th down once again. High snap. He'll have to catch it. Gets a punt up. Takes a bounce, a Ducks bounce, going back towards the 50-yard line. So that is where OG Ducks will set up their offense. First quarter action, you score 0-0. 8 minutes and 9 seconds left in this first quarter of action. Both offenses not producing first downs. With the exception of a big holding play that brought the ball back, took points off the board. Handoff right up the middle, nothing there as he's hitting the backfield. That's Amari Vaughn with the tackle in the backfield, number 50. That'll be at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Ducks. And that'll be a carry for about 3 yards. And that looks like number 7, Malachi Davis on the carry. Bringing up 3rd and 8 for the Ducks. 6 minutes and 53 seconds in the first quarter. Score 0-0. Ducks trying to get something going here. Quick pass in the backfield, makes one player miss, and he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not much there at all. So that's going to bring up another 4th down for the Ducks, coming out in their first 2 offensive series facing 4th downs. First 4th down conversion, no good. Look like they'll get their play come in. Not much huddling here by the Ducks. And looks like they'll come in a 4-wide formation. Doubles to both sides of your screen. Quarterback back to pass. He'll throw it up. Wide open and a catch as he will take it down all the way with inside of the 6-yard line. Isaiah Patterson did not drop it this time as he made this one count. He made them pay. His first 2 attempts, one was an overthrow and the second was just a flat-out drop, but he makes up for it here, ladies and gentlemen, as he gets the Ducks down inside of the inside of the 10-yard line. Ball will be spotted at 8-yard line. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. The Ducks are on the move. They're in business. 1st and goal. Direct snack. Big run. As he gets to about the 5-yard line. Looks like he was going to walk in. And ball is down. Previous carry by Kimuri Modkins. As he got chopped down to 5. This time they'll lose yards. That'll get him back to around, I want to say, the 9-yard line, close to the 9-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal for the Ducks. Double doubles. Direct snap this time. Pass over the top. And incomplete. It doesn't look like the receiver was expecting the ball. He was engaged in blocking while the ball was up, so some miscommunication there. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal for the Ducks. Back to pass, throws across the middle, incomplete. So a big defensive stand for Gridiron Select. And they were able to bend but not break, giving up a big pass as an incompletion brings a turnover on down, 1st and 10, Gridiron Select. And Whistle's on the play. So that looks like it's going to be an offside penalty against the Ducks, so they'll back them up 5 yards. And that's going to bring up 1st and 5 for Gridiron Select. Trips receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 receiver to the top, hand off to the right-hand side. And not a lot of room there. He'll get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Grove at quarterback, sends a play in motion. He'll hand it off to the left-hand side, right up the middle. And Ducks play strong. As he's hit at the line of scrimmage, no gain. He's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Both teams deciding to play no huddle, so they'll do what they call a sugar huddle, just get to their formation, get the sign from the sideline, and go at it. Ducks show blitz, handoff right up the middle, and he runs right into that blitz. Nothing there as the Ducks are all over it. That's going to bring up 4th down. So will this be the first punt of the game? And it looks that way. And we'll have a timeout on the field. Your score is 0-0. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first quarter of action. So I'm seeing them come out here. I'm not imagining this must be their punt formation. It is. Punt is up. Looks like it will be fielded close to around the 35-yard line. It'll bounce. And it's going to take a duck bounce to around the 31-yard line. So offense for the Ducks in great full field position. They'll get to set up their offense at the 31. After limiting Gridiron from even a first down on that last particular series. So Ducks in good shape. Now, interesting that Marcus Washington Jr. wasn't the starting quarterback on that last possession, but they bring him in back now as they switched up their offense and did a lot of direct snaps. Washington at quarterback. They show blitz, handoff right up the middle. Has some room there. Breaks one tackle. And a nice run on first down. Some hard running for about 3 to 4 yards, so that'll bring up second and maybe a long 6. Ducks with doubles once again. Washington at quarterback. Washington back to pass. He'll scroll across the field, throws across the middle, and looks like the receiver just stopped running. He was wide open, and these receivers for the Ducks are getting behind the defense of Gridiron easily. Stretching out the defense. They're not into a cover 2. There's not a safety over the top, so they're doing, because of the formation, a lot of man-on-man. So they're beating their men one-on-one when they go vertical. No deep safety for Gridiron right now. The safeties are as low as 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Everyone else is in a man coverage right now. Wide receiver, this time it'll be a bubble screen. Almost picked off as he read it. And my man, oh man, I can tell you what, if he would have caught that, he would have been going the other way. Jeremiah Hayes had a beat on that ball, number 20 for Gridiron. Was all over that play, came in same formation. Back in man again, no deep safety help for Gridiron at all locked in man. And we have movement. Let's see what they call. They're going to call offsides defense. So that's going to put it in very manageable 4th down conversion territory for the Ducks. That's going to make it 4th and short. Washington shotgun. Davis in the backfield, handoff, fake up to the fake. Nice slant across the middle. And that will be a nice completion for a first. They needed 2 yards and they got 9. So 1st and 10, the chains move for the Ducks. Excellent throw by Marcus Washington Jr. They flip the formation, trips now to the top of your screen, single receiver. Gridiron trying to sub in between plays now to get a player on and off the field. 1st and 10, they can get a first once again around the 6-yard line. Washington reads the defense, throws to the corner, and no go there, incomplete. Again, looks like a miscommunication once again between receiver and quarterback. Looks like he was throwing a comeback, and there was no comeback, so that bring up 2nd and 10 for the Ducks. .12 seconds left in this first quarter of action, score 0-0. This has been really spread formation for the Ducks this entire drive here. Washington back to pass. He'll roll to the left, calls his own number. Jesus' feet trying to get out of there, and nothing there as they was able to converge on a tackle at the line of scrimmage. And he'll lose a yard, as a matter of fact. And that will do it for your first quarter action, 0-0. As we get ready for second quarter action, Ducks, Gridiron, right here on Generation X.
Oh. Okay. Ah! Oh. Hey, I'm trying to be crunk.
C-R-U-N. Tell them how we gonna go. Tell them why they don't want to. Tell them why they better run.
Stand up, make it crunk. Stand up, make it crunk. Okay.
Here we come to get you.
Okay.
Here we come to get you. A little bit more. Here we come to get you. You better get. Here we come to get you. A little bit
That's what we gonna.
And here we go, 3rd and 11 action. They drop a blitz. Quarterback rolls out to the right. He's trying to turn the corner. And Washington will get to maybe around the 11-yard line is where they'll mark him up. That's going to bring up 4th. That's going to bring up, I want to say, 4th and 6, maybe a long 5, 4th and 5. They can get a first again at the 5-yard line. Ball is spotted at the 10.5-yard line right now. Come out with double doubles. Washington at the quarterback position in shotgun. Washington scans the field, throws across the middle, incomplete, big hit, and that's going to be another turnover on downs for the Ducks. Second goal line stand for Gridiron Elite. Twice that the Ducks have left points on the board in the red zone and was not able to convert. So we'll see if Elite can get out their own shadow of their own end zone. They haven't been able to do so. Ducks defense have been playing tough, and so it's been punt, 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 besides one big play for Gridiron Elite. So this will be 1st and 10. The ball is spotted around the 11-yard line. Quarterback back to pass. In and out of the hands of his would-be receiver, which is Macau Bailey. Nice read as the slant was there for him. Handoff right up the middle, runs right at the teeth of the defense as that Drake Colliner on the carry. No gain. Trips receivers to the top of your screen, one to the bottom of the screen. Throws that slant again, and that was completely covered up. And that's going to bring up 4th down once again. Both of these offenses have not been able to find their absolute groove. And they're going to need to punt it, being against their own end zone right now. 4th and 9, ball spotted at the 12-yard line. Malachi at the deep punt return position right now. Punt is up. And Malachi receives it. He's at the 30. Flag down, 20-yard line. Stiff arm, still on his feet. Turns the corner and walks into the end zone. Double flags and triple flags out now. A lot of laundry on the field. And what are the refs seeing that demanded 3 flags out on the football field? Let's see. The ref made sure he threw the flag to a specific spot, so that means whatever he's doing, it's going to be a spot foul. And now he's putting it again. He wants specific placement of his flags. So, block in the back, spot foul from, I guess, the 20. They're going to mark it from the 21-yard line. So 2 points, 2 different points have been taken off the board. One for Gridiron Elite and one for the Ducks now. So we got, where's Zip Zip? Literally. 8 minutes and 1 second in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, it is the Dream Chasers, a.k.a. OG Ducks 12 and under, taking on Gridiron Elite.
Here we go. This is Ducks ball, 1st and 10, 38-yard line.
Gridiron shows blitz. And he has some room, ladies and gentlemen. Still on his feet. Big run. Gets all the way to the 21-yard line. Runs off tackle. And moves the change for the OG Ducks.
Nicholas Ware on the carry for the Ducks.
This time he calls his own number, stiff arm, but gets tackled in the backfield. And that'll be about a loss of 1. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Big run to the right-hand side once again. And they were able to string him out. Maybe a gain of 2. Let's see the official spot. Yeah, about a gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Ducks. Handoff. This time he's in the backfield, but has enough. Well, another stiff arm, and he can get players up off him, but he'll be gang tackled. And some tough running. I can tell you, this is Nicholas Ware is a big back. And he'll get his nose right up in there. But with his size, he also has a lot of speed. So that's going to bring up 4th and 5 once again. Another 4th down situation for the Ducks offense. They're getting plays in from the sideline. Quarterbacks in shotgun. Twins receivers to the top of your screen. Twins to the bottom as well. Rolls to the left. Looks downfield, throws to the corner end zone, and broken up by the last minute by Tajon Tank Alvarez. And there's going to be another turnover on downs, another goal line stand by this Gridiron defense. It's been 3 of them today, ladies and gentlemen, that the Ducks have been inside of their own 15-yard line and have not converted to points. So it's been a defensive battle for both of these teams. And Ducks have embedded a better field position of this first half, starting our offense at the 30-yard line, the other one at 31, and the other one at the 42-yard line, but not being able to convert on those 4th down conversions. So your score is 0-0, 5 minutes and 3 seconds left in this first half.
Hand off to the back, up the gut. Number 44.
What's that? Cora?
Big Will on foul.
Oh, hello? Handoff to the left-hand side, and he's trapped in the backfield. Reverses field, makes a hit in the pick, and a big hit. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but not after he's decleated. And that tackle is by Raiden Johnson, one of the big linebackers for the Ducks, as he shows you how he flex easily. Incomplete. So that brings up 4th down once again for Gridiron. And you would have to say it's definitely punt territory. You're within inside of your own 25-yard line. So you got to get this ball out and let your defense fight and live for another day. So Chase Grove, the quarterback, is in punt position. He hits the back of his receiver. It's caught at the 20-yard line, and it hits a Ducks player. Let's see what they call this. So it will be Ducks ball, 1st and 10. But after a couple bizarre incidents, as it hit the back of an offensive lineman helmet, then hit a Duck player, and then was recovered by a Gridiron player. So 1st and 10. Excellent field position once again for the OG Ducks. They'll be starting this drive at the 20, at their own 20, at Gridiron's 29-yard line. So 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first half. Your score is 0-0.
We got Ducks ball, 1st and 10 on the 28, heading west down.
Quarterback's in shotgun. Hand off to Nicholas once again. Gets one player off and won't get a second off. That looks like it's going to be a gain of 3 or 4 yards as the clock is ticking. 3 minutes flat left in this first half of action. Score 0-0. And you'll have a timeout. They didn't give me a direction of what team called the timeout. All I know is we do have a timeout on the field. I'm not sure if it's Ducks or Gridiron. So timeout, 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in this half. Score 0-0.
They not ready.
We run this shit. Y'all understand?
Yes, coach.
And back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Trips receivers to the bottom of your screen. One receiver to the top. Washington throws, quick pass, bubble screen, has some block out in front, cuts back to the middle, still on his feet, makes a couple players miss, big run. And he will be down by contact. Ball came out, but the ground cannot cause a fumble.
Ball started about the 12-yard line, first and 10.
So 1st and 10, Ducks showing some movement there as they throw a very well-designed screenplay put together. Moves the ball with inside of their 15-yard line. Ball will be spotted at the 13-yard line. Very well-designed play. Quarterback's in shotgun. Handoff right up the middle. Has some room there. Still with power run. And that is where the OG Ducks show you how they can run that inside zone with their big backs. That's going to bring up 2nd and 3. A 7-yard run. Malachi Davis with the carry. Hand off to Malachi once again. Fighting players off from driving, keeping his feet moving. And it'll look like it'll be no gain on that play. So hit at the line of scrimmage. No forward progress. Brings up 3rd and goal. Now, will this be the time that the Ducks go ahead and cash in, being in the red zone for the 4th time today? Quarterback's in shotgun. This time, ball's on the ground, picks it back up, reverses field, still on his feet. And he gets back to around the original line of scrimmage. Almost was disaster for the Ducks there. But he had the wherewithal to not only pick it up, but get back on his feet to get back to the original line of scrimmage instead of losing 3 or 4 yards. So heads up play by the Ducks player. And that was, if I'm not mistaken, from the booth, it looks like it was Isaiah who was able to get in there and pick the ball up. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal once again. So Ducks being in very familiar position today, facing a lot of 4th and goals against this Gridiron defense. Gridiron has been able to prove that they can withstand and weather the storm and bend don't break defensively. They haven't been able to do much offensively against this Ducks defense. Ducks have been dominant in the trenches. .52 seconds left in the first half. Tied score, zip to zip. Handoff right up the middle. Has some room. And this time, let's see where they mark him. No signal yet.
First and goal, Ducks at about the 1 yard.
Oh, and that was enough to convert for a first. So it was no touchdown. But remember, I told you they could get a first at around the 2-yard line. So it's 1st and goal Ducks, 31 seconds and ticking on the clock. Handoff right up the middle. He'll walk in this time. Ducks score. Touchdown. So he was able to capitalize an excellent field position this time. Started the drive at the 31-yard line. Touchdown Ducks. With 24 seconds left in the first quarter, they go up 6-0 over Gridiron. Point after attempt. Handoff once more. And the extra point is good. You score 8-0 over Gridiron. 24 seconds left in this first half of football. Score 8-0. Ducks over Gridiron. Ducks get ready to kick it off. Kick it deep. It'll be fielded around the 29-yard line. Still on his feet. Makes one player miss, two players miss. And he'll get it out to maybe around the 36-yard line. Screen play, cut to the middle. And that play will be good for about 6 yards. So as they get that 6-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 3. And Gridiron will call their last timeout of this half to try to get something going. So 7 seconds left in this game. You would imagine they're going to try to do something to attack the end zone. So they'll have one play in motion. Looks like they're going to do a double pass, but no. Number 7 is going to decide to pull it down, stay on his feet. Big heat. And that carry was by Jawan Waddle Jr. And that will do it for your half, ladies and gentlemen. Your score is 8-0 Ducks. When we come back, we'll bring you second half of 12U action on Generation X, Youth Sports Network. Back to the action, deep kick. Ball gets all the way back to the 10-yard line to be fielded at the 10. Gets back out to the 20. And he'll get to maybe the 25-yard line. So Gridiron will set up their offense there and try to get something as they are being pitched a shutout right now against this Ducks defense. They experienced some success at the very, very first play of the game, caught the Ducks off guard with the wide receiver screen that went for 60 yards for a touchdown, came back at the holding play. But after that one big play has been a challenge for this Gridiron offense to put something together against this Ducks defense. Flags on the play, and it looks like we're going to have an offsides on the defense. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, offsides defense, so it'll be 1st and 5. Beginning of the second quarter, your score is 8-0 Ducks over Gridiron. Ducks show blitz, hand off to number 7 as he tries to turn the corner. Has a little room. Maybe a 3-yard gain. As that's Juwan Waddle Jr. on the carry. The official spot on the field is spotted at the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and short. And have some yak yards there as he was hit at the line of scrimmage, but was able to make an individual effort. And that's Drake Colliner. And that'll be enough to move the chains for Gridiron. Sends a player in motion. Throw a bubble screen to number 7. Makes one player miss. Shake and bake to the 40-yard line. And he'll power his way across the 42. His helmet will come off there. Some hard running by Juwan Waddle Jr. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Gridiron. Grove, the quarterback, gets a signal in from the sideline. Checks with the referee. He's in shotgun, 2 splits back. And there's timeout. Ducks don't like what they see on there. They want to talk about it. So your timeout here, 8-0, Ducks over Gridiron. Hand off to the left-hand side. And was able to squeeze around the corner. Late flag there. I think it's going to be a late hit because he was out of bounds. And I can hear the pads all the way up here taking a smack. So let's see what the call is. Before the call, that would have made it 4th and 1. And, yeah, they'll mark those yards off. So he was hit out of bounds, so they'll tackle on 15 to it, 1st and 10. 7 minutes and 52 seconds in the third quarter. Scores 8-0. Ducks over Gridiron. Gridiron on the move right now. They are on the 39-yard line of the Ducks. Sends a player in motion. Oh, and this is a backwards pass. He'll need to jump on it. And they try to go back to the same play, but to the opposite side. This time they'll lose a lot of yards. making it almost 2nd and 20. Grove at shotgun, split backs. Sends a play in motion once again. This time they'll throw a slant, and nothing there as it was defended by number 9 of the Ducks. Nothing there. So this brings up 3rd and 20. Grove sends a play in motion once again. This time he'll throw a screen to the weak side. Has some block. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. And he'll get past the original line of scrimmage, so that'll actually make it around 4th and 7. So he has a lot of makeup yards that he got there. So manageable yards. We know this offense isn't scared to go for 4th downs. They've done it several times. Haven't converted on them all, but they'll definitely take their shots. Ball spotted back at the 39-yard again. 4th and 8. Grove at shotgun. He'll scan the field. Throws it to a wide open wide receiver. No one's there. Still on his feet, and nobody's going to stop him, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown, as it looked like it was a blown coverage by the Ducks that he threw to the weak side. There was nobody there but a safety. No defensive back, and there's no flags on the play. So we're seeing, hold on. There's a flag, roughing the passer that after the ball was out. So the touchdown counts. Point after attempt, Grove and shotgun. And that's going to be offside, so that's going to be half the distance to the goal line. Quarterback back to pass. And incomplete. So your score is going to be 8-6. Dream Chasers over Gridiron. Deep kick. Rolls into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Ducks will set up their offense at the 20-yard line. as it was a deep kick way back into the end zone. So your score is 8-6 Ducks over Gridiron. Hand off in the backfield. Makes two players miss. Still Siphons down the sideline. And there's nobody there. He'll walk into the end zone. As the Duck makes it look easy, as you would ask, how would they respond? And they show you right then and there how to respond. 80-yard touchdown on 1st and 10. Ducks walk into the end zone. Your score is 14-6, 5 minutes and 57 seconds in the third quarter. And my, oh my. As you thought he would get hit and tackled in the backfield, was able to use his hands, got the defenders off of him, turned on the speed, and coasted into the end zone. Point after attempt. Gridiron trying to substitute a player on the field. And incomplete. So your score, ladies and gentlemen, is 14-6, 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Ducks take a larger lead right now as they responded to a touchdown by Gridiron on 1st and 10. Made it look easy, 80-yard strike. Ducks get ready to kick off the ball. Ball falls off the tee, so they'll reset it up once again. Oh, field and dropped at the 20-yard line. Picks it up at the 30. He'll try to pick his way through that, and I can tell you that's not going to be a recipe for success, trying to pick your way when you got bodies flying down at you. But that is where they will set up their offense. Gridiron will set it up around the 37-yard line. Third quarter action. Center play in motion, comes back with the misdirection play, and he gets all the way out by the first down sticks. And that's going to be enough to move the chains for Gridiron. They needed 10, he got 12. And that's Drake calling on the carry. Sends a player in motion. Throws a screen. Has his block. And it's stiffed out this time. They've ran that play a couple times. And the Ducks are all over that already. So whenever they see him go in motion, they're keying on him right away. So he's going to the well a little bit too many times with that play. As it's stuffed in the backfield, they'll lose major yards once again. Timeout, Gridiron.
Understand me. Understand me. Yes, sir. We come here for one thing only. To punch them in their motherfucking mouth. If you ain't about it, say you ain't about it and get the out of here.
This ain't no G, this shit smoking, this shit thrash for real. This that had you choking and got Tuka killed. Chasing clout and claiming bodies they ain't do for real. And my got shots, but I promise that this strap is real. This ain't no G, this shit smoking, this shit thrash for real. This that had you choking and got Tuka killed. Chasing clout and claiming bodies they ain't do for real. And my got shots, but I promise that this strap is real.
Screenplay once again. And nothing there. Ducks are all over those screenplays now. You're not going to fool Isaiah Patterson too many times with that. And he displays his size and strength. As he didn't even try to wrap up there. He just played a little bully ball and shoved him to the ground. That's going to be 3rd and 11. You got to do your scouting report if you're going to run those type of plays. Isaiah is one of the bigger linebackers in youth football at the 12 and under. You don't want to run that screen to him. Not a lot of yards there as they keep testing the left-hand side of that defense. Number 9 on the tackle. Excuse me, number 8 on the tackle. And that's Raiden. A fairly highly rated linebacker. Coming to clean up on that play. That's going to bring up 4th and 9. 4th and 9. As you can see, this team has been no strangers to going for it on 4th all day at midfield. Chase Grove at quarterback, sends a play in motion. And this time they fake the screen, try to do a slant pattern, but looks like they had a miscommunication at the wide receiver spot. You had 2 receivers running the identical slants, and they were right in the same vicinity, causing the DB to be right in the same area. So the result of that, turnover on downs, it will be 1st and 10. OG Ducks, Dream Chasers, set up their offense around the 49-yard line. Last time it was easy points as they handed off the right-hand side to Nicholas Ware, number 26, one of the big backs for the OG Ducks. So you would have to imagine that they may call his number once again. Direct snap, quarterback change right now. And the Ducks making it look like it's field day as 2 players for Gridiron collide. Second series where they went 1st and 10 touchdown. 2 back-to-back opening series where the Ducks only took 1 play to get in the end zone. And they're putting on an offensive clinic. May look a little staggerish in the first half, but the fireworks have come alive on the West Coast for the Ducks the second half.
close to him yet.
So everybody is jumping in on the long touchdown committee, and Mr. Motkins did not want to be left out as he took it 60 yards for a touchdown.
Oh, takes a handoff to the back, number 7 on the reception, spin move, hit, after run, conversion, no good.
Excuse me, he took it 51 yards for a touchdown. So your score, ladies and gentlemen, is 20-0. Excuse me, 20-6. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter of action. 12U, Ducks, Gridiron. And that will be a touchback as the Ducks kick it into the end zone. Flags on the play. Oh, timeout, Ducks. Handoff right up the middle. Once again to Drake Colliner. And that'll be for a 4-yard carry. Bringing up 2nd and 6 for Gridiron. Hurry up offense. They get back to the line of scrimmage fairly quick. Handoff this time to number 7. has some room, still on his feet, makes a player miss, stiff arms a couple, but after a 25-yard gain, gets all the way out to around the 45-yard line. And that is another big one by Mr. Waddle Jr. Really just having a good day against the Ducks today in different aspects, from screen plays and taking it right from behind center. 1st and 10, 45-yard line, 49 seconds left in third quarter. Handoff to the number 6 once again. And they're getting a double dose of number 6 and number 7 back to back. That's Drake and Jawan just running downhill against this Ducks defense. Hurry up offense once again, back to the line of scrimmage. Grove at quarterback, he hands it back to number 7. This time nothing there, and his helmet will be politely taken off on that play as he was body splashed by big number 44 of the OG Ducks. He's going to want to come to the sideline after that. He says, I want no part of that WWE action, as he had 44 land on top of him and his helmet popped off, so he'll come out for a breather. So they'll replace him in now with number 1. They'll bring in Darian Prather in his position. So that's the end of the third quarter. We get ready for fourth quarter action right here. Generation X scores 20-6. Put your 4s up in the air. It's about to go down. Throw across the middle. He has some block. It will be minimum gain for what it could have really been. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very short. So Twins to the top of your screen. 1 receiver to the bottom. Ducks show blitz. Handoff. And he's hitting the backfield. 44 once again. Flexing for the crowd. And that was with the combination of a mishandled handoff. As the quarterback was trying to give it to the running back, he bobbled it in the air, gave time for the OG defense to close. And that was 4th down, ladies and gentlemen. Turn over and down.
That was a big time stop on 4th down. Big 4 coming through. It was Ducks ball 1st and 10.
8 minutes and 52 seconds left in this contest. Ducks lead 20-6. Pistol formation. He'll keep it, call his own feet, and Jesus' feet is off to the races. Hey, listen, 3 is a charm. There is no way the Ducks can come out here 3 drives in a row and on the 1st and 10 score 3 times in a row. I've never seen anything like it. 3 plays in a row, 1st and 10, 3 series, and scoring each and every one of them. So hold on. Before I speak too quick, there's a huddle. And, man, the penalty call is going to mess up the hat trick, ladies and gentlemen, unless they can score here. unless they can score here. If they score here, then they're going to have a hat trick of touching it for the last 3 times and scoring on every one of their first and 10. Great play call from the offensive coordinator. Great running effort by the quarterback. Marcus Washington Jr. lit him up by really selling that fake, letting the ball stay in his stomach as long as he could, pulled it out, and just turned on the afterburners. So here we go. This time he'll hand it off to the back. Number 7 has room. And they broke the hat trick because he was about to hit it. But that's going to be enough for a first down. The Ducks have seemed to found their groove offensively against this gridiron defense. No matter what they can call, what they are calling, it seems to, if not go the distance, get a big chunk of yardage every go. Jet sweep won't fool them that time. They'll lose major yards on that as it was sniffed out. So that's going to bring up 2nd and long as the Ducks, for the first time in a long time, go backwards because everything they've been dialing up has been positive yards or touchdowns. So that's going to be 2nd and 14 for the Ducks. 6 minutes and 56 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Quarterback back to pass. Throws the call, overthrew. Overthrew number 26. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Ducks. Marcus back to pass, throws against the sideline, and no flags there. You would think it was a lot of contact, but no flags on the field. They seemed like they were fighting for position going all the way down the sideline. That's going to bring up 4th and long for the Ducks at midfield. Screenplay, and that's a live ball, ladies and gentlemen. He'll need to jump on that. Breaks one tackle, won't break the rest as they'll lose a lot of yards on a backwards pass. Gets him back all the way around to the 44-yard line. So Gridiron has another opportunity to get their offense back on the field and potentially bring the game within a score. Right now they're down 2 scores. They'll set up their offense on the 44-yard line. They had some success running behind number 6 and number 7, Drake Collier and Jawan Waddle Jr. But after a big tackle by number 44 of the OG Ducks, 7 came out of the game. Haven't seen him return as of yet. Grove at quarterback. Ball's on the ground. And that was a handoff to Jawan, so he is back in the game now. But after being rattled, understandable that he may have just had some footprints behind him. Didn't take the ball all the way in. Ball's on the ground, 2nd and 14. Intercepted, coming back the other way. Snatched out of the air. Oh, big scoop. Number 6 with a big tackle. But that looks like Drayshawn. Let's see what number that is. I'm sorry. That was Damari, number 9. Can't see the numbers from up here. That light blue, and that sun is beaming, so Number 9 with the INT comes back the other way, 1st and 10, OG Ducks. Setting up their offense around the 44-yard line. Big play by their defense gets them the ball back with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. Gridiron will check in the game for the Ducks. Direct snap, left-hand side. Strong run off tackle to the left. Gets across the 50. Close to the first down sticks.
Big time two-way play. Paymo right there.
He'll be cut down at the 50-yard line.
Jeremiah Hayes on the tackle.
Handoff right up the middle. Spins, moves, still on his feet. He has open field, ladies and gentlemen. He has one man to beat. To the 10. He'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown. Malachi Davis turns on the juice. And the OG Ducks have scored once again. Ducks turning on their offensive display, hitting it from all different ways you could think of. Gridiron came out here tough, playing at the half 0-0. But in this one particular half, listen, Ducks have just been too much. They were able to pour on that offense, scoring on two consecutive drives. Almost looked like it was going to be 3 just from the first down. Throws a corner out and makes it look easy. Ducks increase their lead as the conversion is good. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in this game. The Ducks have just activated the running clock against this team. A 20-point score gets you up with a clock. Has no point of return. Your score is 28-6, 1 minute and 55 seconds. As Gridiron, like I said, played a tough first spirited half against the Dream Chasers, and after that it just became a nightmare for Gridiron, and the dreams come true for the Dream Chasers. 28-6, 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this contest.
Yeah, Coach Hollywood in the building. You hear me? I see you, buddy. Mr. Battle. We the ones, not the tools, huh? Pick us up.
Trying to make plays, miss, still on his feet.
He got a run, y'all. Really nice tackle.
Nice run back to around the 39-yard line.
I can't say that number right now.
And the clock will not stop here, ladies and gentlemen, as they're setting up their offense. It's down to 24 seconds, so this is probably, if this play gets off, the last play of this game. As they trail 28-6, they'll set their offense up, put a play in motion, pass to number 7, and he's hitting the backfield. And that should do it, ladies and gentlemen, for this game. OG Ducks 28, Gridiron 6. 12U action. Thank you for joining us. There's a flag down. I think that's just going to be for a little extra language. White Hat's going to pick that flag up and call it a day. Get off the football field. Thanks for joining in. We got more action coming up all day. Ducks walk away 28-6 right here on Generation X, U Sports Network.